Hi, this is Bill, and this is the Pizza Bros podcast. And, what else am I supposed to tell them, Ed?
The episode number, and which is number 7, and
okay.
and the name. Do you remember the name?
This is episode 7, and no, I don't.
It's T.M.I.
T.M.I. Was that good?
They'll probably have to cut that, but sure, we'll see. After an extended period of time, the founder emerges from hiding and holds a press conference at the Pizza Bros corporate headquarters. The conference is held in a large reception room and is packed to the brim with journalists from all around the country. They eagerly await to hear what the founder has to say about his actions during the Buck and Bronx disaster. The sound of murmuring is heard in the room as the founder finally walks up the stairs onto the stage and stands behind the podium. Reporters immediately lob questions at him as he looks out at the crowd. "What do you have to say to the victims of Chesterwood?" asks one reporter.
"Were you kidnapped by a cartel that you owed money to?"
asks another. "Where have you been this whole time?" demands another.
"Where do you stand on the rodeo clown controversy?"
another yells. The founder raises his hands and gestures for the crowd to settle down.
"Now hold your horses. I'll be taking questions after I get done talking about what I came here to talk about,"
the founder says with authority in his calm cowboy voice. The crowd settles down and waits with bated breath for the founder to speak.
"On my travels the last few weeks, I came up with an idea. This idea is going to revolutionize the pizza making business,"
says the founder with confidence in his voice.
"Have y'all ever ordered a pizza for delivery and sat there wondering, where in tarnation is my pizza? Ain't it been about 45 minutes? How long do they say for delivery?"
questions the founder. The reporters are captured by his charisma and all nod their head yes.
"Well, I've come up with a solution to that problem. Tonight, I present to y'all the Pizza Tracker 3000.
The founder continues.
It uses the same technology that the CIA puts in your smartphone to track you. But this time, we're using it for good,"
declares the founder.
"When you place an order at Pizza Bros, you receive an order status that you can see on the Pizza Bros website. Your order status gets updated every time it passes through a part of the creation process until it gets taken by a driver who puts it in their car. At this point, you'll see a map with a GPS tracker that shows exactly where your pizza is,"
the founder explains. The reporters jump up and bombard the founder with questions. A few days later, at Pizza Bros Chesterwood, Ed holds a meeting with the entire staff to explain the new pizza tracker system and how they will implement it in the store. Ed surveys the room, and believing that all the employees are present and accounted for, he begins. "All right, everyone, listen up. I'm not going to repeat myself." Ed begins the meeting. Ed picks up a large white car top sign that says Pizza Bros on it. "Starting now, all the drivers have to put these new toppers on their car. They allow us at the store and the customers at home to see where you are on your delivery," Ed declares. Ed leans over and fishes out a large stack of legal forms and continues. "I'm also going to need all the delivery drivers to sign these legal forms so that no one can sue the company for tracking your every move or violating your privacy. It's non-optional. If you want to keep your job, you'll sign them," he says. "But the new thing I'm most excited to announce is that we got a brand new 80-inch super high-definition TV," Ed says enthusiastically. The prospect of a new TV gets everyone excited as they've been watching an old 1990s TV for as long as they can remember. "Awesome! We can stream movies when we're slow," exclaims Steve. Dennis agrees and adds,
"Yeah, and I can stream all my favorite videos. Finally, we can get rid of that relic of a TV hanging from the ceiling. I mean, it's not even flat. It's a box,"
adds Riley. The drivers murmur with excitement about all the new content that they can watch at work. Ed bursts their bubble. Actually, it only shows a map of our delivery radius and where each delivery driver is." The disappointment in the room is palpable. Riley leans over to Steve and whispers,
"Don't worry. We'll figure out how to work around the software."
"Okay, everyone. Get these toppers on your car and make some money tonight," says Ed as he concludes the meeting. All the delivery drivers disperse, put the toppers on their cars, sign the paperwork, and wait for deliveries. As the crowd dissipates, Bill arrives late.
What did I miss?
Bill asks Steve. Oh, nothing much. We got new toppers, and you have to sign some sketchy paperwork, signing away your privacy rights in order to keep your job, says Steve as he hands Bill a new car topper. Bill is unfazed and takes the car topper from Steve.
Oh, okay.
But there is one thing you should know about these toppers. Steve begins to warn Bill before he's interrupted by Ed. Your delivery is ready, Ed informs Bill.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Replies Bill cheerfully. Get moving. It better not be late, insists Ed. Bill grabs his delivery, puts it in a hot bag, and heads towards the door. As Bill heads out the door, Steve calls out to him one last time to warn him about the tracker. But it's too late. Bill is out the door, and Dennis has stepped into Steve's line of sight and rants about the violation of his privacy rights.
Can you believe that?
Through the window, Steve sees Bill put the pizza bag in his back seat, throw the new topper on the roof of his car, and drive off. Let's talk about Bill for a moment. Bill is that super chill dude that everyone works with. He smiles, doesn't complain, and does whatever he's asked to do. Bill and Steve get along like hotcakes and syrup. But the most important thing you need to know about Bill is that for some reason, he is a magnet for extremely awkward situations. And today was no exception. Back in the store, Ed is excited to try out the new technology and wrangles Steve and Dennis to watch the progress of Bill's delivery. On the TV, the three can see a map of Chesterwood, the logos that indicate Bill, the store, and the customer's location. The store is a red square with the initials PB. Bill is a slice of pizza, and the delivery location is denoted by a pizza box. Dennis points at the screen and traces a line with his finger to show the route he would take to the delivery.
This is how I would get there. Cutting through these neighborhoods avoids all the traffic on the main road.
Dennis states factually. What do you think? About 10 minutes to get the whole delivery done? Steve asks Dennis.
If he takes my route.
Dennis proudly states. Oh look, he's moving, says Ed with excitement as the pizza slice heads away from Pizza Bros and towards Griswold Street. This is kind of fun to watch, says Steve. I know, right? No, we're wondering where you guys are, says Ed. Bill's pizza slice continues to track down the road on the screen in real time. And much to Dennis's disapproval, Bill decides to take the main road to get to his delivery.
Oh, Bill, you're going to add 10 minutes to your delivery that way.
A pain Dennis laments as he grabs the top of his head in frustration. Maybe he doesn't know about the shortcut, Steve adds with a shrug.
Well, when he gets back, I'm going to inform him thusly,
Dennis says to Steve. As the trio watches Bill's pizza icon head slowly towards the pizza box, it stops at a busy intersection. After a few minutes, the crew is confused as to why it still hasn't moved. That's a really long traffic light, Steve says as he scratches his head.
Maybe he got caught in school traffic,
Dennis suggests.
That's why I don't go that way.
Hopefully he didn't get pulled over, says Ed. After 5 more minutes, Bill is still stopped. Maybe it's a software glitch. I'll reboot the system, Ed suggests. Ed reboots the computer with the tracking software. When it boots back up, Bill is still stopped. Ed rubs his bald head. It's either a glitch or Bill still hasn't moved. I really don't know. 10 minutes later, Bill is still stopped. And with other drivers making deliveries, it's clear that something is going on with Bill. The store phone rings and Ed answers it. On the phone is the customer that Bill is supposed to be delivering to.
My pizza hasn't moved in 20 minutes.
The customer declares. I apologize, sir. It's new software. I'm sure it's just a glitch, stammers Ed.
Ed, better be. If I get a cold pizza, I'm calling back to demand a refund and a replacement.
The customer continues. I understand your concern, sir. If there's an issue, just call back and I'll make it right, says Ed as he tries to smooth things over. The customer hangs up the phone and Ed lets out a deep, frustrated sigh. What is going on? Suddenly, Bill's pizza icon begins to move. Steve calls to Ed. He's moving! Ed lets out a sigh of relief. Thank goodness. The three watch Bill's icon arrive at the customer's house and return to the store with no stops or glitches. A clueless and happy Bill enters the store and throws his pizza bag on the driver's table. When he turns around, he sees Ed, who is very angry. Dude, Bill, what happened on your delivery? Bill is surprised.
What? Nothing happened. It was a normal delivery.
Normal? You stopped for 20 minutes. How is that normal? Your customer could see that you were parked and even called to complain, continues Ed.
Wait, how do you know I stopped somewhere?
Asks Bill. The new toppers. Did you already forget they have GPS trackers? Ed asks. Suddenly, Bill gets red from ear to ear.
You could see me?
He asks softly. What the heck were you doing for 20 minutes? Ed presses. Bill stammers and is too embarrassed to answer. He can't even look Ed in the eye. Ed presses Bill again. If you don't tell me what you were doing, I'm going to write you up. Seeing no way out of the situation, Bill fesses up.
Well,
Bill stammers, looking for the right words.
Have you ever had a spicy burrito?
Bill asks. What does that have to do with anything? Don't change the subject. What were you doing? Ed presses again.
Look, geez. How do I say this? I had a spicy burrito for lunch. And you know, sometimes when you drive, you gotta, it just hits you.
Bill tries to explain. Ed rapid fires questions. What? You got hit? Are they going to sue Pizza Bros? You didn't admit fault, did you? Bill realizes that Ed doesn't understand. He blushes and attempts to explain a different way.
No, not an accident. I just had to pull over,
says Bill. Pulled over? By a cop? Ah, jeez. Just what we need. More drivers with points on their licenses. Ed laments loudly. Finally, Bill can't be tactful anymore and just blurts it out.
I had to poop, Ed. I couldn't hold it anymore. It was a spicy burrito poop. There was no holding it in,
exclaims Bill. Bill turns beet red and looks like he's about to faint from embarrassment. The whole room is silent. It seems like even the loud roar of the pizza oven is stopped. The tension in the room is palpable.
Dang, man. Why do you have to make me say it?
Bill asks, embarrassed. Everyone bursts into laughter and the tension is dismissed. Steve turns to Ed. I've been there. Dennis agrees.
Me too.
Instantly, Ed is the embarrassed one. Sorry, Bill. I didn't mean to, I understand. Ed blushes. Suddenly, the order screen beeps and orders fill the screen. All the employees scramble back to work and the busy night continues like normal. The end. Is it finally my turn? Ed, do I get to do the outro? Yes. Okay. So, oh no, I don't remember what I was supposed to say. Thanks. Thanks for listening to the Pizza Bros podcast. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'm just too excited to do this right. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all those social media things with your friends and yourself and the things. But thanks for listening, because if you don't listen, we have 0 listeners.